Manaha, the mind. Punaha, again. Dhavati, runs. Chet, if. Asatpate, on the path of material activities. Tat, therefore. Karmanirharam, cessation of the fruitive reactions of material activities. Abhipsatam, for those who seriously want. Hare, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Guna Anuvadaha, constant chanting of the glories. Khalu, indeed. Sattva Bhavanaha, actually purifying one's existence. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Translation: the ritualistic ceremonies of atonement recommended in the religious scriptures are insufficient to cleanse the heart absolutely, because after atonement one's mind again runs towards material activities. Consequently, for one who wants liberation from the fruitive reactions of material activities, the chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra or glorification of the name, fame and pastimes of the Lord is recommended as the most perfect process of atonement, because such chanting eradicates the dirt from one's heart completely. Purport: the statements in this verse have been confirmed previously in Srimad Bhagavatam. Shrunavatam swagataha Krishna punya shavana kirtana Hridayantasto hi abhadrani vidunoti sukhrut satam. Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who is the Paramatma, super soul, in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleanses desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee, who relishes his messages, which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. It is a special mercy of the Supreme Lord that as soon as he knows that one is glorifying his name, fame and attributes, he personally helps cleanse the dirt from one's heart. Therefore, simply by such glorification, one not only becomes purified, but also achieves the results of pious activities. Punya Shravana Kirtana. Punya Shravana Kirtana refers to the process of devotional service. If one does not understand the meaning of the Lord's name, pastimes or attributes, one is purified simply by hearing or chanting of them. Such purification is called Sattva Bhavana. One's main purpose in human life should be to purify his existence and achieve liberation. As long as one has a material body, one is understood to be impure. In such an impure material condition, one cannot enjoy a truly blissful life, although everyone seeks it. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam says, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhayet. One must perform tapasya, austerity, to purify his existence in order to come to the spiritual platform. The tapasya of chanting and glorifying the name, fame and attributes of the Lord is a very easy purifying process by which everyone can be happy. Therefore, everyone who desires the ultimate cleansing of his heart must adopt this process. Other processes such as karma, jnana and yoga cannot cleanse the heart absolutely. Om Tat Sat. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmayi Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guraho Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatana Vitamatang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padhan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jayasi Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So Vishnu Dutas are advising the Yamaraj's servants, that is the Yamadutas, about a very important aspect. That is, they are telling that all these type of activities which are meant for atonement. Which shloka is this? 12. All these shlokas, all these activities, the ritualistic ceremonies of atonement recommended in the religious scriptures are insufficient to cleanse the heart absolutely because after atonement one's mind again runs towards material activities. Ritualistic ceremonies meant for atonement. There are many things described for atonement. If you have done this type of sin, then you can do this type of parihara, atonement, and you can get some relief from it. Mostly materialistic people are very interested in that because they are subtly thinking, I can commit sin and I can quickly get this atonement. In other words, the programming inside is, commit sin and just do the atonement and finish it. So this sinful kutam bijam falonmukam kramineva priyata Vishnu bhakti ratatmakam. That it's mentioned that sin is in various levels. Aprarabdha phalam papam. One is prarabdha karma, already manifested. I am already inside this body. One type of body I have got, some face, some body, some this thing like that. I may think I don't look very handsome, I don't look very good. Then I have got one type of mind, intelligence. All this is according to my previous karma. This is called prarabdha karma. I am already put inside that. And I am set rolling inside this world. And I am already functioning. Which means the karma is already become fruitful. It's already happening. So, prarabdha karma, this is already there. I can't do anything about it much. Means I cannot now go do, of course people will say, who said so? You can change your eyes color, you can do some cosmetic surgery and change your face, you can do all sorts of things. They'll deny, but in the end they'll die anyway. After the cosmetic surgery is over, one thing you cannot stop doing is dying. That no cosmetic surgery guy, no doctor, nobody can ever help you not to die. So within that span, whatever acrobatics you want to play with your face, with your skin, with your body, go ahead, do it. Because in the end, anyway, you're going to die. Because the karma really takes effect. Some little variations may be there, here and there. You can do some patchwork here and there, but finally you will die. But the point is here that these tendency to perform atonement and the fact that there is something called atonement is very much liked by those people who are planning to commit sin more and more. Sometimes we speak about the Christians going to the church and confessing and coming back, and the Nectar of Instruction Prabhupada has given that example, that how again and again they'll go and confess because they're thinking that once I confess I'm clean, I'm clean now, free to again go and commit sin. This is a tendency in a materialist. What? That I can I'm addicted to sinful activity. Addicted to sinful activity, and I'm also addicted to clearing it by atonement. At least I think it is cleared. But the point here is mentioned is that tendency to commit sinful activity has not been cleared. So it's aparadha phalam papam kutam bijam falonmukam. There are different layers. Before it becomes fructified, there is the desire and then the budding of it. Bijam, seed, then fruit, and then your enjoyment of the fruit, which is what is happening now. It's prarabdha karma. All these things will come slowly, 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 slowly. But the problem with this atonement ritualistic ceremonies is they can't remove the sinful desire. They can only remove the outside. Right? In the Bhagavatam there is a shloka that says that, what can atonement do to you? You see, it says one example. Suppose you are carrying a heavy load on your left and your left shoulder is paining too much. You can take that and put it on your right shoulder. But the load you have to carry. Temporary relief you'll get. Feel very nice now. It's okay because this is fresh. Still can take some load. You feel very happy. Wow, the process really worked. I thank you very much. I give you a dakshina of 10,000 rupees. The pariharam is very good. But the Bhagavatam is saying, fool, he cannot remove all that. He cannot remove the load. He has just shifted the load for you and you're feeling very good. Because you feel relieved on your left shoulder. But very soon this will start giving you pain. You'll have to go back to him again and lift it and put it back on your left shoulder again. He will keep doing this to you. Why? He can't relieve you of that burden. That burden is yours. Right? But if you actually chant the glories of the Lord, Kutam Bijam Falonmukam Vishnu Bhakti Ratatmakam. With Vishnu Bhakti, if you actually develop love for the Lord and perform Bhakti process, Bhakti Yoga, it has got the capacity to scoop it from the root and take it out. And even take out your desire. This is the difference between ritualistic ceremony and this. So, but we will observe one more thing. Prabhupada is saying that by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, it will purify you of all sinful desires. You saw that? So that's what will happen to us. What will happen? We'll become pure. What to do after that? After becoming pure, what are we supposed to do? I am pure. I can float in the sky. See me, white angel with a halo around my head. I am pure. Is that the goal of life? What's the goal of life? What's the goal of life? You don't know anybody? What's the goal of life? Huh? The lotus feet of the Lord is the goal of life. You mean that's a destination. What else? Pardon? Krishna Prema. Love of Godhead. Achieving love of Godhead. It's the goal of life. Sometimes we make the statements, we don't know what it means. It's written in the book, cut and pasted there. It is mentioned, I heard it is mentioned is there. Prabhupada has mentioned love of Godhead is the goal of life. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare. Even that is very good, it's mentioned here. You may not know the meaning. You may not know the meaning, but you will get to know the meaning by chanting Hare Krishna. You may not be purified enough, but you will get purified. You may not be knowing what is Brahman state, that I am pure spirit soul. But by chanting Hare Krishna, you will come to that state. You may not know what is Krishna Prema, but the holy name will bring you to that point. So there are two stations here. One is the purification. The holy name will help you throughout. That is why it's called Harinama Chintamani. It will do everything for you. It is called Purascharya Vidhi. If you go do puja, they will teach you Purascharya first. Before you approach the deity, you have to first clean yourself. To take bath and physically be very clean, tilak, this you put all the mantras and everything like that. Then you have to do Bhuta Shuddhi, Anganyasa, Karanyasam, all that. All your Anga and all that should be purified. Why? You're going to touch the Lord. You're going to touch the deity of the Lord. You cannot be ordinary person. You can't touch the transcendental body of the Lord. If you are ordinary, hello, phone le pesikita apdiya, you cannot do all these things. That's not the type of consciousness you can have. So before you approach itself, it's called Purva. Before you do, purification you have to do. Purification of the place, of the dravya. All those things are Mantras are chanted, they are cleaned first physically, mantras are chanted, and then all the bija mantras are chanted. It is purifying and making it transcendental, completely pure spiritual. So that whole process is called Purva Vidhi, Purascharya Vidhi. That they'll do first. First for your body, your subtle body, your mind, everything. Then they'll do for the whole atmosphere. Bhutta Shuddhi they will do. They will look at they'll bang the leg 3 times and look at the spirits and scare them away. Surrounding. So whole purification process. For the dravya, the items that you're using, and for yourself, for the atmosphere, for the seating of the Lord, for that, there's everything clean. Then only the Lord is brought here. Swagatam. Then you will actually offer him. Om Sakasra Sirsha Purusha Sakasraksha Sakasrapat. Offer him that, all the upacharas and everything together. Then you will send him back with Naivedyam and offering, please be pleased. Then you will say, please excuse me for committing any offenses to you. Listen there. Then you come back, then you clean up the whole place and everything together, and then you may take prasadam. There is a whole process that you cannot approach the Lord unless you are Shuddham Apapa Vidham. Krishna is supremely pure. So if you want to approach the Lord, you have to be to some extent pure. Physically, mentally, this thing and all is. That's why it's very important. In puja, they will teach you this. So if you want to actually chant the Shuddha Nama, which will give you Krishna Prema, which you are not able to do now because you are not very pure, you have to chant the holy name. You get the point? The holy name will serve that purpose also, Purascharya. That is why Prabhupada is talking about that. The holy name will purify you. The spiritual activities that you do will purify you. It will serve as a purifying agent, but that is not that's purpose. It can also, so like I can also use this camera for shooting, can also use it as a hammer to bang a nail. Normally I don't do that. I don't use it as a hammer to bang a nail. I'll use it only for photographs. But it can be used. It can be used. In this way, any item can be used for anything. But we use them only for particular things. Similarly, the holy name is meant to give you Krishna Prem. That's the real purpose. But the holy name is so merciful that it allows you to take and bang for the nail also. Do you understand? Krishna is allowing you to use his nama to do the dirty cleaning also in your this thing. It's like using this camera for banging the nail. Or he'll scream like nothing. Vignavinashana will come and he'll be completely gone. Isn't it? But the holy name says, I will do that for you. I'll do everything for you. Just open your mouth and chant. Why? Because Krishna himself has come as a holy name. And he loves you so much that he's willing to do the dirty job of cleaning you. He's not telling that first become clean and then come to me. He's telling, I will do it for you. I have come as a holy name and I will purify you. You don't have to seek any other purification. Don't have to go to atonement. Don't have to go to karma and rituals. Don't have to do jnana. Don't have to do yoga. Don't have to do anything. I myself will do that for you. So don't think cheap about the holy name because holy name is meant for purification. No, holy name is descending, condescending to do this purification for you. Because why? Holy name is Krishna himself. Krishna Chaitanya Rasavigraha Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukto Namo Namino Abedaha. So this is why we should understand the personality of the holy name. Holy name is a person. He is telling, if you chant, I will help you to purify yourself. You don't have to do all the other prascharya. I will help you to purify yourself. So you'll have 3 stages in chanting of the holy name. The first stage Prabhupada is describing here, you will get purified. What is the meaning of purification? Purification. For that you have to accept that you are impure. The prerequisite for purification is the acceptance that you are impure. The acceptance that you are impure. How can I get impure? With what? I just took my bath. I put a nice clean dress. I put a scent also under my armpits. I smell so good. And I put all sorts of makeup and everything. Look at me in the mirror. I look so nice. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Exactly, this is what is wrong with you. Because you think you are the body and you put scent here and there and put all sorts of makeup. This is exactly what is impurity. You are not the body. And you are impure inside. That's why these things are happening on the outside. So purification means internally. I have to lose the idea that I am an enjoyer of the senses of this body, this matter, and I should gain the idea that I am a servant and I would like to serve Krishna only. These things happen in purification. So you're impure means what? I have intention to actually enjoy myself by the body, by the mind, by the intellect, by the false ego. In all these ways I enjoy. This body enjoyment not is easy to give up. But the subtle body things, no, it's very difficult to even know that you are enjoying. You won't even know. Say, what is there here? This is all natural. And you will be doing it. But actually you are very deeply involved in sense gratification. Purification means cleansing yourself of the desire to be materially involved. That you can forcefully do it to engage in devotional service. That is, during sadhana you will take a bath, put a tilak, get up in the morning, clean yourself, knock all the bad thoughts out and chant loudly the holy name. It's difficult to do it because you're getting on the job of starting it. But you will do it as a sadhana. Gradually what will happen is it will take effect. You become disinterested in certain material things. You can see that slowly it will work. I'm not very interested in drinking coffee, tea. I don't go to the restaurant and eat. It doesn't sound very great to me. It slowly lose taste for it. You will actually lose taste. These are all easy things to do. There are more difficult things to do inside. To lose taste. That becomes longer time you take to do it. But the thing is that the purification will happen. You get purified of all material desires. That is stage one. The next stage is, I come to the platform of Brahman. Brahmajana titi brahmana. That means I become completely free from the influence of the three modes of material nature. Cannot touch me. Brahman, aham brahmasmi. I am spirit soul. So Prabhupada will say, unless you come to the Brahman platform, you cannot achieve Krishna Prema. You'll see that. He will mention that. Regularly, people don't understand what is this like that. You must become a Brahmana. The Brahmana does not mean what these people are talking about. You know, in terms of caste, in terms of this. No, that's all very external. Brahman means you are free from matter. Or at least you know how to become free from matter. You have some little subtle desires here and there, you're working on it, but generally speaking, you're pretty much free. This is the meaning of a Brahmana. A Brahmana is a person who control himself very well, his mind, his senses, and his focus is intelligence. Vyavasayatmika buddhi, ekeha kurunandana. He will focus and achieve love of God gradually. So his focus, this means he is pretty fixed person, very well controlled person. He is not a person with all this. Anytime he can put himself to any tapasya and he will do it. Tapasya is the wealth of the Brahmana. Tell him to perform any austerity, he'll perform. He'll immediately perform. He's trained to do that. That's why many of the devotees, when they go for treatment, the Ayurvedic doctor once told me, I like to treat Hare Krishna devotees. I said, why? They'll immediately follow the tapasya. Then I thought, that is correct. He said, if I tell them, don't eat this, they'll not eat it. No, I'm sorry, it's not an Ayurvedic doctor, it's a naturopathy doctor. Because there were some foreign devotees who came from South Africa, and he was also treating 2 devotees in our temple. He came and told, see, the difference is, if I tell you, listen, these 2 devotees come from South Africa, they are not able to listen. In the afternoon, they went out to the restaurant, ate and came, and they're not telling me. They ate. They went and ate ice cream, and they were discussing it's a very bad brand. Indian ice creams are very bad. I found out that they are discussing, and I found out they are eaten ice cream. They are unable to follow this austerity. But if I tell you these people in the temple don't do it, you don't do it. I told you should eat, bitter gourd juice. You drank it in the morning. Then he'll give you that banana stem juice. It'll be black. Blackish. What do you call that? Valatande juice. He'll give you in the morning. These people know. They'll just throw it. They are not taking that. Oh, I drink this lousy stuff. So they said, they can't take tapasya. You can't take the austerity. Small things you cannot do. Eat a little pavakai, eat a little this thing, this you cannot do. Just cannot do. So you have the capacity. That's why most people don't take Ayurvedic treatment. It's because their austerity level is very low. Just give me a pill. Least austerity. Pop the pill. Everything is fine. Popping the pill is a real addictive form of medication and treatment. The other things I don't like to do it. My level of austerity is very low, threshold level. So tapasya a Brahmana can take. That's how you can make out this verse, a Brahmana. You tell him don't eat, he'll not eat. Tell him fast, he'll fast. You just don't drink water, he'll not drink water. That shows that you have a capacity to perform austerity, means you're becoming more Brahminical. Cleanliness. Take a cold water bath in the morning, no problem. We take it. A little, this thing. So capacity, it's all mind, mental austerity. Then gradually that capacity increases. And the more you perform that austerity, the closer you'll come to be a Brahman platform. That's mentioned here by Prabhupada in the purport. He said, Tapo divyam putraka yena sattvam shuddhayet. One's main purpose in human life should be to purify his existence. This is what is purification. Sattva shuddhi. And achieve liberation. After that you get liberation. Before that is purification, Brahman status, liberation, then Krishna prema. These 3 status. Harinama will take you through all these 3 states. Harinama alone is enough. In the initial stages, it acts as a purifying agent. Then it acts as an agent for relieving you from the material modes and bringing you to the Brahman platform. Then it acts as an agent to give you Krishna prema. 3 stages. In all these stages, Harinama alone will do. But the real purpose of the Harinama is to give you love of God, Krishna prema. Right? Krishna mantra hoite pabe samsara mochana. Krishna nama hoite pabe Krishnera charana. Krishna mantra is what you get when you get initiated. When you get Brahmana initiated, you will get Krishna mantra. And with Krishna nama only you will achieve prema. But the Krishna nama you are getting even before. In Hare Krishna movement, here, that's not that we tell them first when you get, please chant Hare Krishna, I will say. He's not telling, sir, I am not initiated, I cannot chant the holy name. It does not matter. You can chant the holy name, is not we are telling, isn't it? We are making them chant Hare Krishna. So sometimes you must be wondering, what is the meaning of Harinama initiation? You already started chanting Harinama long back. Isn't it? But Harinama is serving all the purposes throughout. But my real goal is to get Krishna prema. So this explanation here describes the first portion, purification of the soul. Purification of the soul. So we may sometimes be in the purification stage for 1-2 janmas because we are very attached to things. Oh, I'm not able to do this, not able to do that. But this is the stage you go through, the Brahman stage, when you are actually knowing and experiencing Brahman. I can feel I've got nothing to do with this material world, got nothing to do with matter. It doesn't matter to me if I don't eat. That's why now you understand the Goswamis in Vrindavan. Raghunath Goswami, in 1 week's time, he will take 1 spoon of buttermilk. That's all he needs. How are you feeling? 2 spoons of buttermilk, that means like a quarter glass. Don't spend time eating and all that. Waste of time. Waste of time. But we will spend time eating here. My gosh. There are 3 officially, allowed eating times. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Then in between snacks also. My God, it's the most important thing in life. We spend at least 1.5 hours eating every day. 20 minutes when I eat in a hurry, half an hour when I eat leisurely. And if it is Sunday, I'll eat 45 minutes talking, joking, eating more than necessary, then sleeping, like this. Because our goal is to enjoy life. To enjoy life. But they're eating only, drinking very less, because they don't need it. You're not feeling hungry. We're not hankering for, to eat something here. After this class, after speaking for 1 hour, I feel, wow, want to eat something, want to drink something, give me some tender coconut, give juice, give something. I'm feeling very drained out. Right? So, that need is not there. Then you must imagine what it really means. Completely free of material requirement. No hankering and no desire, plus body also doesn't need it. Because you become very spiritualized gradually. Now Prabhupada also, you will see that he would eat very measuredly. He will not talk while eating. Little bit, very carefully eat. That's it. Eat at that correct time. And take a little bit. That's it. At the same time, he knows to cook very well and serve a lot of people. Eat. He knows to do that also. Make you eat. And hook you into Krishna consciousness. Thus he knows how to do. It's not that he is a bad cook or he doesn't know how to eat or he doesn't have knowledge or he is some, he's always writing books, he's not interested in eating. No, he knows very well how to eat. It's not required for him. It's just simply not required. So gradually you lose a desire, a need, and there is no requirement. There's no requirement. Why? Because you're discovering yourself. Self-realization is giving you so much happiness and bliss that it's not necessary anymore for you to depend on anything material. Not necessary. See, Prabhupada, in the Kumbh Mela, he had a swollen teeth. Something wrong. His jaws were all stolen. And his leg has got some swelling underneath. So he was limping almost. But he said, no, we must go to Kumbh Mela. He set up the tent and he was preaching there. He was preaching there. It was very cold. Like now Mahakumbh is going to have, it's already started. It's very cold. So the sannyasis were not getting up in the morning for Mangalarti. Very cold. Put the hot water and get it ready and then I would. Because everybody is in the tent and you have to put on your towel and go to the pump and pump the water and put on your head. Very cold. So when Prabhupada saw that they are not getting up in the morning, early morning, 4 o'clock, he got up, opened the door, put his gamcha on, came bare-bodied in the cold, pumped himself. put it on this thing and just sat down and took bath. Through the window they saw, Prabhupada is up taking bath. Everybody jumped out from their sleeping bag and everything, and they ran quickly to take one. Prabhupada quietly took bath, came for Mangalarti, went back to write his books. Didn't say anything. It is not that I cannot do this. It is just that a more important thing to do is to write my books. It's not that I cannot come and do this. It's just that I can do it. Very auspicious sound. So, never, when we are doing austerity, we are doing austerity for our purification. And we need to do that. We must be austere. Austere, especially mentally austere. When you are asked to do something which you don't like mentally, but which is good for your spiritual life, you must do it. Prabhupada explains that how Arjuna did not want to do in the first chapter. He will give reasons. He will give 5 reasons why I will not fight this war. Feeling compassion for these fellows, they don't know. They're destroying the whole tradition, the family, everything. And you are completely off. If you want, you kill me and take the kingdom. But I don't want to fight and kill all my relatives. He felt compassion. Then he said, it will be sinful for us to do it. And all tradition will be spoiled. Third one, he said, family tradition will be spoiled. Strishu dushtashu varshneya jayate varnashankara. Then he said that, I am actually confused what to do, what not to do. In this way, he gave reasons why he should not fight. And there the Acharyas have commented, Prabhupada has commented, all these are material, selfish reasons based on material sense gratification. And that is why Krishna told him, you are wrong. I tell you to do, you must do. That is the first principle. When the Supreme Lord wants you to do, you have an opportunity to satisfy His senses, you must immediately do it. You must not think, my children, my cousin, and all fighting, my guru, my this, my that, and all. Forget, that's all your problem. If Krishna says you must do, you must do. This is what Bhagavad Gita is about. It's not about, following Varnashrama Dharma and all, which is what Arjuna is talking about. Prabhupada says, it's a pakka material argument he put forward with all these 5 reasons. Therefore, I should not fight. Krishna said, all wrong. You must fight because I am telling you. Because it is my plan. And he accepted that. Although you did not want to fight, my Dronacharya is here, Kripacharya is here, all sorts of people are involved. My cousins, brothers, everybody is involved in it. It's very difficult for me to fight. He gave up all that. It's okay, my father, my grandfather, my guru, my everything, because you are saying I'll shoot arrow and kill them. So Prabhupada said, Arjuna's devotional service was very, very difficult to perform. It's very austere for him to shoot Bhishma. Krishna made him do that. Sitting on the chariot, he said, shoot. Shoot your grandfather. So don't think the Bhagavad Gita is just some ordinary thing. You should not read it like that. If you read the feeling inside of Arjuna, you will see highly emotional situation. And Krishna is asking, shoot. He's shooting his relatives. It's not an easy thing to do. Very austere. Very austere. I don't like to do it, but I'm doing it because it pleases Krishna. That's the meaning of devotional service. You don't always want to do comfortably what I like to do. That is one level of devotional service. That's one level. But gradually, as you improve in devotional service, and your austerity level also should improve. And you are able to do more. This is what is being mentioned. You're purified. Means you'll go ahead and do. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada went and did something which none of the other disciples of Bhaktisiddhanta Sri Thakur even thought of doing. Prithiviti ache jata nagari gram, somebody will do it, I don't know. It's not me, definitely. I'm not the one supposed to do it. But Prabhupada, at one point of time in his life, he thought that somebody will do it. Prithiviti ache jata nagari gram. But it's going to happen. Don't tell it will not happen. He told one lecture he heard of a sannyasi saying, Prithiviti ache jata nagari gram, it's in Bengal, all the grama and all this thing. It's not that all over the world. But he said, how can you say that? It's Prithvi. Prithvi means whole world. Krishna will empower some fool to do it. Krishna will do it. But you cannot say it is not Prithvi. It's only Bengal. That is wrong. You leave it. You are not going to do it. I am not going to do it. We cannot do it. But Krishna will get it done through somebody. Some fool he will empower. He made this argument. But after so many years, he gave another argument to his disciple, who said, Lord Chaitanya himself could have spread the holy name. No, he is a supreme Lord. He has all the energy, all the Shakti, and you are describing God is so powerful. But why are we struggling like this day and night? Prabhupada turned around and told that Lord Chaitanya did not do it because he wanted me to do it. And I want you to do it. Not do it. Go do it. Within 3 months' time after initiation, Malati and all of them, Shyamasundar, all of them, he told, now you can go to London and open a center. He said, Swamiji, we don't know anything. It's only 3 months since we initiated, and Malati is pregnant also. Then he said, go after she delivers the child. What an instruction to some American disciples who just got initiated. And you know what they did? They did it. They went to London. Why? We must do what Prabhupada tells us to do. He said, don't worry, Krishna will help you. He will tell you what to do. That's all. They went there and created a storm. They had Beatles, George Harrison come and enjoy samosa with them and dance and chant, and what not happened. When Prabhupada came, it was already Hare Krishna was known so much. They created a storm in the whole of UK. Why? They said, 3 months only over, we don't know anything, Swamiji, they told. He said, don't worry, you go. They heard. Listen to what Prabhupada said. Took the austerity of going and doing it. They had amazing results. This is mental austerity. Mental austerity. Always if you start living in the comfort zone, you'll always be thinking, that is very difficult to do. Carry the Bhagavad Gita on my shoulder in the bag, it's paining so much. And then slowly go and ask all these strangers and all that, sir, will you buy this book? How will they take? They'll never take it. And this carrying is all useless. So people talk like this only. Your mind will first tell you this only. Spiritual life means constantly the other thing is only correct. Not what the mind tells you first. This is the first thing you should be prepared for. First thing the mind will tell you is go to sleep. Nothing wrong. You are very tired. Remember yesterday you had only 8 hours sleep. There are 24 hours a day. Nothing wrong. If you are tired, you must go to sleep. It doesn't matter you're in the Bhagavatam class. Just go to sleep. What is there? Become shameless. Because this is all about looking after yourself. Or then something else will tell you, don't worry. You do in every decisions you make, constantly. The mind will not allow you to practice spiritual life. Because it is Maya's greatest agent living inside you. So we are fighting. And this is what is called sadhana. You're fighting against it and performing devotional service. But at some point of time it becomes pleasurable to do it. Like Prabhupada would be ready to fight. What is it in Europe? They had to go to the court and they had to, the Hare Krishna is unbona fide religion. It is not this thing, it's just a cult. Something like that. So Prabhupada said, he was very thrilled. He said, very good. Take all our books and read them. Let it go on for so many months together. Tell them this is our next proof is this book and read it. Ask for time and read it. Read the whole book. We have our books, Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, Ishopanishad. Take it and show them the proof. Tell them you'll read it. He was excited about the fight. You must fight and you must establish this. Everybody wondering, what? We are being asked to, will be jailed. This is a fight. He's excited about fighting. He's enthusiastic to do it. So preaching becomes enthusing, and any difficulties become more enthusing. When any challenge comes, Prabhupada get very excited. His eyes now will glow. We say so, you say like this. Bring him here. Rise to explain to any opposing situation, you become excited to present Krishna consciousness. This is what happens when you advance in Krishna consciousness. You are happy about presenting Krishna consciousness, even the worst situation, because you know it is the absolute truth. There's nothing better than that. There cannot be anything better than that. In this way, a devotee gradually gets purified, becomes situated, sitam sattve prasiddhati, and he becomes fully convinced. And gradually he becomes a recipient of Krishna Prema. All this will happen if you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, carefully, without offenses, and absorb yourself in hearing the holy name. The more you do that, the more stronger you'll become. The more everybody chants nicely, offenselessly, the community of devotees will become very strong. And as a community of devotees, you become a strong force to reckon with for people. And they want to be with the winning team. They'll join you. Why? Because you look happy, you look secure. They'll join you. Everybody wants to be with the winning team. Param Vichayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. This is the winning team for Kali Yuga. Others and all that, they may grow long beards and have great turbans and chant all sorts of funny things and shlokas. If you do Harinam Sankirtan, you'll be victorious. That's the formula for Kali Yuga. And you may not even know how important it is, but you just chant. Because you're touching Krishna. You're getting associated with Krishna. It's not an ordinary thing. The absolute truth you're touching and you're feeling. And He is climbing inside you through the chanting of the holy name. So don't underestimate this amazing movement. That's why I'm coming. In morning I went to attend a ritual marriage. Today is Muhurta, and one of our devotees getting married. He tried several times to get married and he had some difficulties, so I wanted to go and be there with him at an important time in his life. And they were doing all sorts of rituals, that, this, everything putting together. But I was talking to our devotees and saying, see, all these rituals are very good. But out of all these rituals, in the end, you should become Krishna conscious. That is what is the use of the rituals. What is the use of the ritual? So, Prabhupada has given us a very easy, highly effective methodology given in the Bhagavatam. So, chant the holy name of the Lord and render Bhakti, devotional service to the Lord. It takes care of everything else. This Vishnuduta is explaining to the Yamadutas, you please understand that this person has chanted the holy name, he has been relieved of all the things, he has become fully purified. That's why they did not immediately take him back to Godhead. They told him, now you have become fit and pure, understood. Go and purify yourself, chant Hare Krishna and get ready. He chanted, he purified himself, he got ready, he became Brahman realized, he became Krishna realized, and then they sent him a ship and took him back. And don't think this is some movie. It is not true. It is true. You go back to Godhead by chanting the holy name. This is a reality. Is it not exciting? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah. That's why remain excited, chant Hare Krishna, go back to Godhead, take others also back to Godhead. Our very simple process. Okay? Jai Ho. Om Tat Sat. Any question or comments before I go to the next marriage? After speaking on rituals and everything, I'm going to attend a ritualistic wedding. Yes.
Maharaj, I have 4 things.
You're coming from Ramakrishna Mutt? No. Okay.
Maharaj, I have 4 things to ask you.
One by one.
Yes. Maharaj, took the process seriously, practicing so many years, still the tendency is not going away.
So keep doing it. Slowly it will go away.
I can do it externally, but how internally? So,
You must be obedient to your authorities and you must not have your own idea. If you put your own program, your own idea, then it will not work. This is what has been explained till now. How Arjuna heard Krishna. How Ajamila heard the Vishnudutas and executed. How the Yamadutas heard the Vishnu and went and got things clarified by Yamaraja. They all are willing to listen. It's an austerity to be listening to somebody who has got your welfare in them. If you don't, the other person, okay, it didn't work out, fine, you're good. Like that, they'll go on. You will go on with life. So, therefore, it's important for us to take these things seriously and follow it. That is important. That is why consistency will come when you are consistent also. That is one point. Next.
Maharaj, no. There is 7th offense, committing sinful activity against strength of the holy name. So, knowingly committing sinful act and doing atonement is more than the sinful act. So,
No. I think what you are asking is by force of habit, sometimes you are committing a sinful act. Atakena prayuktoyam papam chariti purushaha anicham api varshneya baladiva niyojita. Arjuna is asking the same question to Krishna. Anicham, without me desiring it, balad even niyojita, by force. Atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaha. I am engaged in sinful activity and I need to control myself. Arjuna asked this question. What is the answer Krishna gave? What did he say? Does anybody know? Does anybody read Bhagavad Gita here? Then you must be knowing. What? Huh? Lust. Yes. He told him, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava. Vidhi enam iha vairinam. Your enemy is this lust. That's why you are getting stuck again and again in this. And then he told him that the way, if you get engaged in devotional service, gradually you will diminish that. And lust will turn to love for Krishna. It's got a side. And it takes some time, dedication, focus, and performance. Till we take it lightly, like this, not seriously, you'll be in that situation. But when you take it very seriously and practice Krishna consciousness, at certain point of time, that seriousness also will settle inside. Any other question, comment? It's called an online question.
From Her Grace Aishwarya Shubhadra Devidasi.
Can you put the mic closer to your this thing? Oh, that's a special mic.
Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Since we are chanting in Nama Prada stage now, how do we improve the quality of our japa?
Continue chanting. Continue making effort to not be offensive. Associate with devotees who are seriously doing this. Read Prabhupada's books. Engage actively, fully in devotional service. Over. Yes, these things are everybody's life. Everybody starts with offenses. And by purification, gradually we start chanting at least Nama Bhasha and then Shuddha Nama. So, even if you chant with offenses, it's mentioned the holy name is so powerful, it can give you liberation. Which means it can put you on the Brahman platform. So, the holy name is Gati, no other destination. So always cling on to the holy name's lotus feet and keep chanting and crying and keep chanting. Chanteva, chanteva, chanteva gatiranyata. Yes, anything else? Any other question or comment?
Maharaj,
Yes.
actually what it means associating with a devotee who is sincere. Actually what it means
Pardon?
to associate with the devotees who are practicing sincere.
What the?
What it actually mean?
What is the actual meaning of association with devotees? Association with devotees means rubbing your shoulder on them, touching them, feeling them, and telling them nice things, you look very good, and all that is one way of saying it. It is called association. Another thing is to express guhyamakyati prichati, express my heart to them and tell them, ask them for some solution. Another thing is to inquire from them about Krishna and hear about Krishna, inquire from them about devotional service and render service. Another thing is to serve them. All these things mean association. Each person, according to the level of his consciousness, will look at association differently. Everybody comes on Sunday to the temple. You have only one day in your whole week. Rest of the time you are having association of so many others in your workplace or office or business or whatever. So if you are smart enough, you will take association in such a way that you be inspired to chant, to preach, to read, and to perform devotional service to Krishna. What is required for that? You come and do that. But if you sit here and discuss about Ukraine and Russia war, and about Israel and Gaza war, and about Trump going to take, he's already taken office, in the President of the United States and all that, and what the latest news is, then you are boka. You can do that outside also. You don't have to come here to do that. Could have very well done it at home. What is it that you cannot do at home? It's to come here and do seva. Preach to people. Distribute some books. Talk to devotees. Sit in here in the lecture. Make some notes. And then ask how to do this. And make a plan for the next week. I will do the following improvements. All these things you could do if you want. If you're really interested in self-improvement. Then it is association. And when you go back, you feel that I got something solid today. That is association means you go back with a benefit. Association means you take home some enlightenment. Association means you feel a better person in Krishna consciousness. Association means you become more confident of the fact that Vishwasa kohile sudrida nischaya, Krishna bhakti kohile sarvakarma krita hoya. Your shraddha increases. You develop more faith. Not that after association you go back more disturbed. Aisho, that Mataji said this. But why it is like this? Why that devotee said this? You come here and you do politics and you hear all the, really? What did he say? What did he say? If you spend your time, he said, they said, why said, what said, you are finished. When you go back, you'll feel like this. That is your problem. Many things go on in this world. You have to choose what to do and what not to do. If you come here and choose to do the wrong thing, some people came in the other day, they're feeding biscuits to the dogs there. He came all the way to Hare Krishna movement. He fed biscuits there and he prayed to the Lord and said, I done my devotional service, and he left. That is what he thinks. Every time he is trying to come and feed the biscuit to the dogs. Go. Somebody comes here and as soon as the deity opens, they close their eyes. They sit in mudra and do pranayama. Powerful energy is coming out from the whole place is full of energy. To take the energy. They close their eyes only and get out. They never took darshan of the deities. They never went to the Lord and said, my Lord, I am here. So it is up to you. The choice is always yours. Many people come to the temple, no? Each one comes with their own agenda. Bhagavane, putting 100 rupees, please see properly in this thing. I want this done for me. And then they will do whatever you tell them to do, they'll do. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare. They'll roll on the floor and all they'll do. They'll take the Charnamritam and say, my daughter should get married, please. And they'll go away. Feeling very nice. I went to Hare Krishna temple. Definitely it's going to happen. Then the daughter will get married. So it's because of that. My gosh, I'm going back there again. And like this, they'll slowly start chanting and all that and become associate devotees. After some time, they will be wondering, why did I come here and pray that? What a fool I am. After a few years, they'll be thinking, hey, I was a pretty foolish person, but Krishna was very intelligent to hook me in somehow. I'm very grateful to the devotees here and to this thing. I am now understanding what I should be doing really in life. It happens like that also. So, association means your desire to perfect yourself is the main thing in association. That will drive your actions. Om Tat Sat. It's time to go for the next Muhurta.